Okay. All right. Let's see here. We're live. All right. Good enough. All right, guys. Let's get the good stuff out first. In the Blind with Daddy Duck is brought to you by the Salt Creek Custom Ammunition, True Lock Choke Tubes, and Biscuit Built 3D. If this is your first time in here, do me a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up button. Comment down in the comment section. And if it's your first time, let me know where you're from, and let's get it going. So let's uh let's get this going. Talk about some. Let's see here, South Carolina. Our duck season starts this coming Saturday. In the first split, the 22nd. I am raring to go. We got a good little hole that we've scouted out, and I'm expecting to shoot nothing but a bunch of wood ducks, summer ducks as I like to call them. But that's what it's going to be, and a little walk-in place that we got. So got a new camera mount for my 28 gauge, so I'll at least have the camera on the gun this go around. Um, but yeah, we'll see who all shows up today, and we'll start talking about different stuff and see what's going on. But until then, it looks like I don't have anybody in here tonight. Um, I know I don't do these that often anymore, like I was doing them once a week, but now that duck season is on top of us, I figured, well, why not? Why not come out here and see what's going on? But yeah, our duck season is going to be starting in just a few days. Uh, Saturday, this coming Saturday. So get that going on, and got it. I'm ready. All I gotta do is throw things in the truck right now. Um, Decoys are in the pre-staged my decoys in the garage. Got all the jet sled. Like I said, it's a little walk-in hunt that we're gonna be doing. Taking my dad with me. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. I got people coming in and leaving as soon as they come in. I guess they figure this is they don't. I guess they don't know what it really is. But it's a duck hunting channel, y'all. It's a duck hunting channel. That's what we do here. We talk about ducks. We talk about duck hunting. Talk about conservation, guns, boats, dogs, ammo, calls, decoys. That's what we're going to be doing. Um, see what happens. See who all shows up. This could be a 10-minute, 15-minute thing. Who knows? But raring to go, man. I'm ready for the duck season to start up around here. Been on a couple trips already to Louisiana and Minnesota, and if you're following the channel, then I'm putting out some videos now from the Minnesota trip. So we'll see what happens. See what happens. Oh, let's see who all shows up. Cody, if you're here, it's a good looking decoy. Oh. Hey, whoever's in here, come on in. Comment down below. Anti, what's going on, buddy? How you been? I ain't seen you in a while. Uh, Looks like it's just me and you right now. Just look at. Oh, just looks like it's me and you. Need to get some more people in here, buddy. Trey, what's your predictions on opening day Saturday in South Carolina? Um, for me, I think we're gonna shoot at least a 2-man limit of wood ducks because there's only two of us. I think that's gonna happen. Um, yeah, I'm doing good, man. Doing good, anti. I think Saturday is gonna be pretty good. We had some cold weather last week. I think it's gonna drop some birds, push some birds down. There's no reason for them to get up and go unless somebody's been bothering them. So I think the birds will be here. Um, or some. I think the big bag limit's going to be wood ducks. Um, I know the place I've been scouting is looks pretty good. Got a bunch of wood ducks back in that little swamp, so I'm thinking it's I think at least a 2-man limit. Um, it'll be it'll be over quick. I don't plan on staying out there that long. I'll have my dad with me, so I mean he's 80. Is he 80? How old is he? He's 80 something. And it's I don't think he's gonna be able to stay out there all day. But get out there and see what's going on. See what's going on. I'm Hey Charles, what's going on, buddy? I don't plan on, like I said, it's gonna be a wood duck hunt for me. I got a handful of decoys um that I'm putting out just because I like them. I like to put I like to put decoys out. But it's gonna be a wood duck hunt. How about y'all? Y'all, Trey, y'all got something lined up? You ain't got to tell me where. Don't want to know. Just if y'all got something lined up. Have y'all been scouting? Let's talk. Tell me what's going on. Charles, how's y'all season going so far? I know y'all have already started in North Carolina. So have you gotten out there since the last time I talked to you? Um, I'm really hoping. I mean, Saturday here, slow and dry. Yeah, our I know that the lakes are a little bit low right now. Um, I got plenty of water where I'm going to be hunting. Got too much to be honest with you. Beavers have dammed it up, and we got a little bit too much water. But yeah, we should be okay. We should be okay. Got the new camera mount for the 28 gauge. I finally found one that'll fit it. It'll fit the 410 and the 28. So I'm going to carry the 28, I think, Saturday morning and see how that works, which I know it will. I got some Salt Creek custom ammunition number 6 steel that I'll be pushing through it on those summer ducks. Uh, do we need to use a jerk rig on every hunt? You know, a jerk rig is. I love jerk rigs, and I'll actually have one. What's up, Keith? I will actually have one out there with me. Um, I think the weather, last time I looked at the weather, I think the high is going to be like 75 degrees Saturday. I don't know what the wind's like, but if you've got wind that's pushing your decoys around, you don't really need a jerk rig. Okay. A jerk rig is really when you have calm days. Now, if you're down in a swamp, the wind's above you, it's on the tops of the trees, you want some movement on that water. So whether you're using a jerk rig, whether you're using a pulsator, whether you're using a flyway feeder or something that's moving some water, a swimmer. Um, I know Biscuit Built, I don't have one, but Biscuit Built 3D makes a very great swimmer decoy. It's in a DIY kit. So you actually build it. Gets you, you buy all the parts from him and then you put it together on the decoy of your choice, which will fit just about any plastic style decoy, whether it's Hidden or Avery or whatever. But you need movement. You most definitely need some type of movement, and the jerk rig is the most inexpensive as far as moving water. And I will be using one um Saturday. Uh, Along with some other things. I'm going, like I said, going wood duck hunting. And I know that's what's going to be there. I know that's all that's going to be there. So, and wood ducks love to talk. You know, they're chattering all the time, and they're chasing each other, and they're all over the place. So, that movement on the water, those decoys moving like that, that's what's really going to help you attract ducks to your spread. So, the question: do you need to use a jerk rig? No, on every hunt, no, because if you got good wind, I was in Minnesota and we never used a jerk rig one time. We always had 15, 20-mile-an-hour winds. It was moving the decoys fine. They were scooting all over the place. So heydays rock. Hey, you want to come up? Hey, buddy, you want to come up here? Cody, Keith, either one. Any y'all got an open invite. Did you just get those in? You sent me a picture, Cody. I was just wondering, did you I love those heyday decoys, man. I love them. They move the slightest bit of wind. Maybe later, just got home editing and unpacking. Okay. Well, I'm gonna be on here for about another 30, 45 minutes. To be honest. They were waiting when I got home. Cool. Those heads on that look a lot higher than the ones that I've got. Um, is that a new something new? I haven't looked at their website in a while. But they look high. Those heads look real high on those decoys. But yeah, that's all I use is heyday decoys, man. I love them. They move and oh, wish I had them last week. Well, you will definitely have them for next year. If you haven't already froze up yet in your neck of the woods. And I don't know when your season ends, buddy. So I can't. You told me once, but I can't remember. It looks like y'all had looking at the pictures and the stuff you sent me already, man. It looks like y'all had a really good hunt. So I wouldn't uh, I wouldn't argue with that hunt. But yeah, I mean, but getting back to jerk rigs, if you've got wind is pushing your decoys around, no, you don't need them. But if you don't have any wind or the wind's above the trees and you're in the swamp, I would definitely have something pushing some water around, whether it's like I said, a jerk rig or a swimming decoy or a pulsator or the Mojo flyaway feeders, that kind of stuff. I would definitely have something moving water around. And I like jerk rigs. Um, it's aggravating for me sometimes. I will say, just to be honest and transparent, I do hunt a lot by myself sometimes, and running a call, taking care of a dog, running cameras, uh, pulling on a jerk string. That it can it can get a little aggravating. Um, I'll have my dad. He's in his 80s and he's not going to be doing it. So, uh, but we're gonna have some stuff out there. Appreciate that, Anti. Thanks so much, man. Well, I guarantee you, when I come up there next year, Cody, we're gonna oh man, are we gonna have a spread of decoys? Yeah, we're having a little wood duck hunt too. Yeah, that's all I'm this first season, um, it's I chase the wood ducks. You know, I've got a couple of wood duck holes that I go to, and like Thanksgiving Day, I'll hit it before Thanksgiving. Before I got to get back for Thanksgiving, and this year I'm hunting that Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So, um, and I've got two Thanksgivings to go to. So, I'll do a quick hunt, then go to them, and um, there's there's nothing but wood ducks there. I mean, it's every now and then on a cold snap, you might get some mallards or gadwall, but you won't need to bring decoys. I'll have plenty. Oh, I'm bringing them. We're gonna set up a refuge. When I get there, we're gonna set a refuge up, buddy. There's gonna be a refuge. We're gonna have all kind of stuff. I'm gonna bring two boats. I'm gonna actually pull a boat behind us, just for a decoy barge, man. We're gonna do it up right. But it all depends on where we're going to. Whether we stay in your neck of the woods or go to the cross state line, whichever one you want to do. But we got plenty of time to figure that one out. Dang, Bubba. Can you have too much movement in your decoys? I don't think you can, dude. I don't think that you can have too much. Um, I think there's some things that I think there's some things that you can do in the early season, like a spinning wing in the early season. But but if it's but if your spinning wings are flaring birds, you need to take them down. They get used to those things quick. They don't get too. They're not too used to the feeder butts and a jerk string. And you run one jerk string in there, or it depends on how many people you got. I mean, if you got three or four guys and you run two jerk strings, that's fine. I've run two jerk strings by myself once. It's aggravating, but like Cody said, unnatural movement. I think spinning wings at times need to be taken out. I don't run them on a cloudy day. They're only bright sunny days that I'll run one, if I decide to run one at all. Um, Hooking your decoys a line to the front, and about every let's say you have a dozen decoys. Um, I'll have I usually go half and half. So if I have a dozen decoys out, I got a half of them with the lines attached to the front of the decoy, and then I'll have uh, the other half with the lines attached to the rear of the decoy. So they're all facing different directions. I've decoyed mallards with dove mojos. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of guys that have. Cody is one that doesn't like the spinning wings. Um, we had a hunt when we were up there. It was a cloudy, rainy hunt. We had the spinning wings going, and the birds just did not want to finish. We cut them off, and guess what? Birds started finishing. And I mean, this is in October when birds are supposedly new. So you gotta stay on your toes. If they flare off of you on a spinning wing, then then you know you need to cut them off, pull them up, cut them off, pull them up. Get rid of them. If you're die hard to having a spinning wing out there, and they were all yeah, they were all juvies too. Yeah. Um, Especially if you're in the woods and then you're hunting in the woods, don't put the spinning wing where you want the birds to land. Put it off to the side. Almost like, Trey, I'm not exactly sure where you're hunting. You said something about the lakes and the swamps. I'm assuming Santee swamps. You know what button brush is, or sparkleberry trees are. So I wouldn't say put it underneath it, but put it on inside of the edge of the trees or these bushes, to where they only catch a glimpse of it when they pass by. I guarantee that's going to help you a lot. Again, but ducks are ducks, and if they flare off of it, then they're either flaring off your decoys or they're flaring off of you. One or the other. Get camoed up, heavy. Um, don't think they really wanted to be there either. You talking about on that Thursday, Cody? The good hunt, the best hunt of the day. Um, yeah, not a problem, buddy. Um, I'm like I said, I'm not going to be hunting up there that much this year. I have put the blind on the boat, but I'm gonna be running gunning around some beaver ponds this year. I do believe I may take one or two trips up to Sparkleberry or somewhere, um, on occasion, just to put the boat in the water. But um, and I've never, in at least my experience, I've never had birds flare off of a jerk string. They either flared off of having too many decoys out for what's around, or they flared off a spinning wing, or they flared off they saw you, they saw me, they whatever. A few less mallards migrating this year. So that's at least that's been my experience. They had Beretta-itis. uh, uh, but yeah, I mean, I would, I love having decoys out, but I also know the value of sometimes, depending on where you're at and what's going on, less is better. I've been in places where more is better, so you just gotta play with them. You know, your wood ducks, unless you have dialed them in, you got the exact hole where they are going to. They're going to hit that hole each and every time. Um, Most of everything's going to be flybys. You're going to be pass shooting them as they come through. On occasion, you might get some that'll decoy to you, either utilizing a call or your decoys themselves. But if they're just sitting there, if there's no movement whatsoever, um, more than likely they're gonna flare off of you. Got to have something in there. Need something in there. Um, the place where I'm gonna be hunting is about knee deep. So I'm gonna put a few pulsators out there, and because I'm not gonna put a feeder style decoy in a spread if the water is too deep to for a duck to be feeding in. And trust me, they know. So those decoys will be close. Like I said, it's knee deep water where I'm gonna be hunting. In the deeper water, right off the little ridge there's a little bit deeper water. I'll have the bulk of my decoys. So I hope that helps. If you got any more questions, ask. I'll be more than happy to answer. Uh, where is Keith? Keith, what are you doing? Where are you at, man? Chime in here somehow. But I'm ready. I'm ready for Saturday. I'm ready to start shooting my wood ducks and have fun doing it. Getting the little sub gauges out and go have some fun with them. Uh, yeah, your Beretta almost went down on you though. Oh, but I'm glad you got that fixed. I'm glad you I'm glad you got some new shells, man. Them old 2-year-old, 3-year-old shells you were shooting in the beginning, man. I got the. I don't know if you heard, Cody, but I did get. And can't remember if I told you, but I did get the new camera mount so that I can mount it to the 28s and the 410s. Oh, let's see here. Uh, if you keep going in North Dakota, I'll be buying cases. Fours is my go-to out there. So you okay? You finally got it dialed in, huh? And they're close, man. You don't need all that heavy stuff. What I saw, the pictures, the videos you sent me, man, they were close. They were doing what they were supposed to be doing. Oh goodness. Yeah, I'll be shooting a 28, the little 2 3/4 number sixes. That's what I'm gonna be shooting um Saturday. What else we got going on, guys? Who else is getting ready? I don't even know who all's in here right now. Chime in again if you're here, so I'll know who's all here. I see I got 4 people. Need to hear from somebody. This conversation is for y'all too. Y'all come on in. Let's chat about it. All right. Well, I've got for the 4 of you that are in here. I'm gonna get another boat. I have decided I want to get something that's stable. You gotta listen. You need a shot cam. I got my Tacticam ready. It's running. It's up and running. I got I got a couple. I want to get another boat. I want to get a boat that I can go when I go to Cody's. At times, you can certain places you can use a motor, and certain places you have to paddle in. So I want something that maybe um, that I can do both. I can put a motor on it or take the motor off and paddle it. And but I have a few things. I'm not saying mandatory, but yeah, let's go ahead and say it's mandatory. Let's face some facts. I'm 60 years old. I don't move like I used to. I got bad knees, I got a bad back, and I'm overweight. Okay, so I got to have a stable boat. But I also want to be able to paddle it. Probably like using a kayak paddle. The very long, like the 9-foot kayak paddles, or a paddle that will help me with every boat. Again, I'm looking right now at the Beavertail 2000s, Beavertail Stealth 2000 is what I'm looking at. They're very stable boats. But from you guys, chime in. What do y'all think is what do y'all if y'all got one like that? Tell me what you think about it. Um, got a buddy of mine here that's gonna loan me one to kind of figure out if I like it. Which I'm gonna be using this season, or maybe, or just taking it out to Cody's. Um, I want something, like I said, low profile but stable, um, and something that I can paddle with ease. Um, as far as I know, we're not going any great distances, but we are going to have to travel some. Um, Love my new canoe, but wouldn't be beneficial for you. Yeah. Because I know you were talking to me about it. I didn't get it. It came in after I left, so I didn't get a chance to look at it. But um, yeah, Cody, you know how bad it was just getting in and out of your little boat. With my knee and everything that's um going on. So um, but from what I've seen on the internet, looking at videos, that Stealth 2000 looks like it's about as stable as you're going to get. There's another one called the Water Feather. It's a little bit shorter, a lot lighter. It's about 9 foot long. I'm looking you know, at that boat as well. Um, Again, I'm looking at weight. What I mean by that is I'm looking to see what the capacity is. Well, again, face some facts. I'm pretty hefty. I'm short and fat, but I got to be able to get me in. I got to get my gear in. I got to get my decoys. Uh, Bougie's got to be able to get into it. So I have I got to look at weight limits as well. So stability, weight limits, um, that kind of thing. Can I put a motor on it? Is it only going to be for paddling only? 9 feet is pretty small. Yeah. So, I got a lot of things here that I'm looking at. Um, Mark J, what's going on, buddy? So like I said, there's a lot of things there that I'll be looking at to determine whether or not which boat that I want. Um, uh, I, I really want something that I can lay back in and hunt in a semi layout style. While I'm hidden in the grass, yet be able to sit up in it to paddle it. Um, when that's because I'm not going to be able to sit on my knees. There's no way that I'll be able to sit in like a Piro and kneel down. There's just no way my knees would bust. Um, so like I said, a lot of things there. I know that the stealth. Hey RD, what's going on? Tell Noah I said hey. I know that the Stealth 2000 is a fairly heavy boat. Um, RD has told me that a friend of his has one, and it about wore him out paddling it. Um, so a lot of things I got to consider. Um, but I am going to need something in that arena. So y'all sound off on what you think, what you got, and help me make a decision here. Because that's how we get things done around here. Um, you know, I got Bougie's blind. I don't know if y'all saw the little short that I put out, but I got her blind all grassed up. Should be in it Saturday. Um, so she's over here laying down here beside me. So we got her blinded up, her blind ready to go. I'll be standing beside a tree Saturday, so or sitting in a chair or something. I mean, like I said, this is a little walk in. Ground is fairly hard ground, so I don't have to worry about sinking in the mud. So I'm just may plop a dove stool down. I don't know anything about boats. um, so I may pull a dove stool out and sit on it and see what happens. Just get quiet. Put Bougie in the blind. Um, there's a good chance you might not even need to have it, but I'm a have her in it. So, how about y'all, RD? Y'all ready for Saturday? Um, let's see what else. I need to get I know what I know. One thing I need. I need to go somewhere and get me a extra large jet sled. That I definitely need. I got the jet sled I have is a small one, but I need to get the extra big. Ain't that the truth on public land? You're gonna have to leave tomorrow to get a good spot for Saturday. I guarantee you that. And you got to stay in the boat and sleep. There's gonna be a bunch of people out there. There's gonna be a bunch of people out there on public water. Friday night. Oh goodness. I got let's see what I picked something up. Oh yeah. I went and broke down the other day and bought a one of those decoy retriever poles. Y'all know the ones I'm talking about with the hook on it. I went and bought one of those the other day. Um, I probably got one I got the not the biggest one they had, probably about medium size they had, which is about 12 foot. Um, I think that'll help me with um, when I do my walk-in hunts and when I get deeper water and I want to put decoys out a little bit further in the deeper water and I can't quite wade to them. That retriever pole will help a lot. So I went and picked up one of those. Um, I got that. Got a new battery. Just came in. I got a Mojo. I have two pulsators, which have rechargeable batteries, but I also had a Mojo flyway feeder, and I pulled it out and I started charging the battery. Battery wouldn't even take a charge, so I went and got a new battery for it, and got that in the other day, and got the new uh, camera mount. Um, Charged and got it on the 28 gauge. Put my camera on it. That's what I'm taking this Saturday, and the other mount that I had would not fit a 28 gauge. It wouldn't fit a 28 or 410. It only fit the 20, the 16, and the 12. So this one will actually fit them, which I think will be a lot better. But I will say, um, it has put some more weight to the front of the gun uh, than what it had, and which I'm pretty sure is going to help me swing um, a whole lot easier. Um, so when I get on the swing, that extra weight on that end is just going to help me to keep pushing through. Um, so we'll see how that rolls. See how that works out. I got to do another duck cook. What do y'all want? Thinking about doing a duck gumbo here. Maybe it's just gonna be so dang hot this weekend, man. It's supposed to be like 75 degrees here Saturday. It's gonna be hot. I don't know if I want to do a gumbo. Um, do a duck gumbo. I got some fresh andouille sausage. So they shorted me Texas, just one rig. If they shorted you a rig, Cody, I'm gonna tell you, they shorted me a decoy a while back. And they sent me 5 decoys instead of 6. And I called them up. I called them up and talked to them on the phone. I mean, they're very nice guys. I told them, I said, hey, I'm not trying to pull one over on you, but when I got my decoys in, there was only 5 and there was supposed to be 6. And within a week, I had my decoy in the mail, one decoy in the mail. So if they shorted you a rig, one rig, give them a call. Hey, everybody makes mistakes. Um, Just give them a call and tell them, hey, I just got this order in, and y'all shorted me a rig. I'm quite sure they will accommodate you, buddy. Because I mean, they did. I got a box of them in the mail. This has been a while back, but I got a box and only 5 decoys came in. I called them up and just told them they were nice. I was nice. Everybody was nice. Everybody was happy. They said they were sorry. I said, not a worries. Just and within a week, I had it. Had it in my. I had it. So just made elk shepherd's pie tonight. Ooh, I bet that was good. Speaking of food, I did something that I had never done the other day. I took some ducks and I grinded it up and added some pork fat to it and made hamburgers, and they were delicious. They were absolutely delicious. So now that I know how to make them, I may do a cooking video. And that is something I may do this weekend. We'll see. I may do that this weekend. Come back from this hunt, hopefully clean. Thought you made oatmeal without butter. No, man, yeah, you gotta put something in oatmeal, man. You just can't put milk and blueberries. You might as well be eating oatmeal soup. You gotta have some salt and pepper and butter in them things. A little bit of cinnamon, something. Oh goodness. Yes, sir. That's not a negative. Oh, too expensive. Holy crap. No, it's not. Do you know the best place to get oatmeal? Well, it ain't from Cody's house. I will tell you that. But uh, McDonald's breakfast oatmeal is amazing. I have never eaten their oatmeal. No. And new Sitka waiters. If you're gonna buy Sitka waiters, I would say go get Cheens. Hmm. I'm reading your thing here, Anti. What's up, Jeff? Duck and foil in a wood stove fire for the fam. Thinking I'll put it whole in one piece, or would you butcher it up first and separate the pieces in foil each? Oh, I would personally, I would personally, I would do it whole. I would pick that bird whole, get it cleaned out, and one or two things in the foil. What I think is going to happen in the foil, and I've never done one in a full packet like that. So, but what I'm thinking may happen um, is you're not going to get the the skin crispy. like if you was to put it on a smoker or on a grill or griddle. What but I would do it whole. If you're gonna do it in foil, I would do it whole. Um, you're gonna need some type of fat if these are wild ducks. So, a couple things you can do here, in my opinion, is um, after you pick it whole, after you've washed it and cleaned it and all that kind of stuff, uh, pat it dry with some paper towels, and from there you can go with some uh, spray duck fat or some spray ghee, or I wouldn't use spray butter, but I would use like spray ghee. I know that ghee and butter are the same, but it's different when it comes in sprays. Um, I would put that on there. Um, if you can, right where the head and neck meet, you got a little flap of skin right there. If you can separate the skin from the breast meat itself and either put some, maybe some bacon or some using 100% rendered duck fat. Okay, that's what I would use. I would coat it with that 100% rendered duck fat. Um, that's what I would use. But if you some people just don't have that, and I don't know what you got anti. But I would even try to put some butter or something between the breast meat itself, in between the skin, like kind of like if you're doing a turkey. If you ever smoked a turkey that way, kind of ease that in, and then season all the way around. Maybe even spatchcocking that bird um, might even help you with a cook time. Um, but you're gonna have to add some kind of fat to it. Um, and don't overcook it, because you overcook ducks. You oh, it just turns terrible. Don't overcook it. Don't overcook it. And you may have to play. I've never done one, so I've never done one the way you're talking about doing it. So that would be something I would have to play with, and I don't have an open fire stove like that. No, I don't have one. So um, I've never done it. I've never done it, but I'm just going off of what I can think of on how to get it cooked all the way through. I would do it whole. Maybe spatchcock it, um, and spray that ghee or that hundred, or brush on that duck fat that you've got. Um, yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I've cooked. I've used a cast iron skillet before. I mean, in a like a, but no more than 120 degrees. Yeah, really, Jeff. Overcooked, it tastes terrible. Overcooked ducks taste terrible. Um, Now I have smoked them. I have spatchcocked them before and put them on a smoker. And they came out real well. And I put a little aluminum tent over it to get it to steam in there. So, and then pulled that off, and then let that skin start to firm up a little bit with some, because that duck fat or butter on top of it will help that skin to get a little. You don't want it burnt, of course, but a little bit crispy. There's a fine line. Yeah, no more than 120 degrees internal temp. You're 100% on that, and Jeff. That's pretty cool. That's a good idea, Anti. I would definitely like to know how it turns out. Definitely like to know how that turns out. I mean, I did some duck steaks for Cody, and he absolutely loved them. He said he won't cook them any other way now. Um, and I think they were cooked. Those ducks were cooked. They were. I would have liked the skin to be a little bit more crispier, but I'm glad I pulled them off when I did because they were the internal temp was they were done in my opinion. But the thing with well the thing with ducks and when yeah, you don't even use salt and pepper, brother. The thing with any type of wild any type of meat you're cooking, if it has a bone in it, um, you need to, um, especially ducks and chickens and stuff like that. You've got to almost get that 160 close to 165 as you can. And now that I'm thinking about it, because the bone is what has all the blood in it. The meat is not doesn't have blood, and it's just the bones that do. Uh, and I wouldn't even, when I'm doing spatchcocking like on a smoker, I'm constantly basting them. Um, I go low and slow, but I'm constantly basting them and checking the internals. Um, that's I don't want you to get your family sick, but I've never done it, dude. I wouldn't. Um, I'd have to do that. I have to try that somehow. I guess I could just do it in a on a charcoal grill and get the coals hot and just put it on and wrap it in foil and put it on the grate. And that aluminum will help steam it. Hmm. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. After getting you sick, and then getting someone else sick later, I've I'm kind of gun shy on that. Oh goodness. Oh man, what else we got going on? Well, that's interesting. That's interesting, man. I'm gonna have to figure a way to do that. Maybe on a charcoal grill because I don't have a wood fire like that. I'm gonna burn sage in their wood stove before and during too. Uh, you got avian. Yeah, but you got avian flu, not by eating, by actually watching ducks do what they're supposed to do and decoy. Uh, oh man, I learned so much when I was out there. Um, man, it's a good thing I don't have money because I would probably be driving up there, bringing up all kind of different boats and rigs and boat blinds and all kind of stuff, and just leaving it up there. Um, I wonder what the law is, Cody, about setting up a boat blind out there and just staying out there, just staying on the water 24/7. 24/7. Just stay out there. Don't come in. Pull your boat up, put decoys around it, and just stay in the boat blind for 5 or 6 days. I wonder what the law is on that one. Has to be removed every day. Well, I'll move it. Has to be removed from the lake or just moved. You gotta have to get specific with me here on this one. Nothing can be left overnight. Okay. But if you're staying in it, if you're camping in the blind, how is that? What's up, Daniel? Living him in outdoors. What's up? That's just it's technicalities. Technicalities. If it can't be left, what if I stay with it? If I stay there, is that doable? Oh, and the other question I have, camping only in designated areas. Okay, so the other question I have is a 10 horse limit, right? 10 horse limit. I understand that completely. But what if I have two 10 horse motors? Each motor is 10. But if I had two 10 horse motors, can I do that? Two 10 horse motors. That's all right, Jeff. You take care of yourself, brother. Thanks for coming in. Long time no see. I hope your season is, if it has started, I hope it's going well. If it's getting ready to start, that would be 20 horsepower propulsion. I am trying to stretch the rules, but Mark, I'm telling you, I am. Jeff, let me know how you're doing this year. Keep in touch, brother. I am really trying to stretch them. I am, dude. I'm going to start playing the lottery, and if I can win, I'm bringing something up there that's never been seen before. Up there. All right, RD, take care of yourself, buddy. I mean, I've got a plan in my head. I mean, to pull a Cody out there, get there before daylight, set up, and you stay there until you shoot a limit, and living in comfort, warm, out of the rain. It's that grits and wooden spoon. uh Ain't nothing wrong with grits and a wooden spoon. That's how you're supposed to stir grits, is with a wooden spoon. It tastes funny if you don't. All right, Charles, have a good one. Yeah, we're not going to be here too much longer. Um, I got to get to bed myself. It's a long day today, and I've got a long day tomorrow. But I want to stretch them rules, man. You gotta find out for me. I mean, technically it's two 10 horse motors, not one 20 horse. It's you know, just saying. Just saying. Or if I can't stay out overnight, how about I come in, go to the boat ramp, sleep in the blind at the boat ramp, okay, and then leave at midnight to get back out there. Is there a time limit when you can't be out there? Well, I'd be removed. I'd just be going out early if you want to pay the fine. Hey, it's hey, they make the rules, man. I'm trying to abide by them. I'm just trying to see what I can get away with. That's all. All right. I think I've aggravated y'all enough on this one. I still got to find a little boat to hunt out of. So, like I won't be hunting there anyway, being North Dakota. Yeah, I know. Uh, I plan on being there as well. I need y'all to start watching my videos so I can make some money and where y'all going that you need more than 20 horsepower? Well, it's not where we're going, Daniel. It's the size of the boat that needs um, needs the propulsion to get it to where I want it. I mean, I'd love to put my boat in that lake. It just don't have a I just don't have a 10 horse motor to put on it. Oh, leave 5 minutes earlier. Say, Mark, what's going on, buddy? Leave 5 minutes, dude. What's up with y'all, man? Y'all want to go slow? You don't want to have no salt and pepper. I mean, good lord. Y'all just want to paddle around. I mean, the good Lord invented mud motors. I mean, you know, if he left any earlier, it'd be the day before. uh, uh, yep. If it wasn't a horsepower restriction, what? Uh, oh, if it wasn't a horsepower, you'd have every douchebag in the world here. Oh my goodness. All righty. That's funny. That is hilarious. Minnesota isn't the Wild West, it's the Wild Wimps. Oh, goodness. Oh, I can get a 10 horse mud motor. That's not a problem. Run that bad boy up to a friend of mine's house and turn it into a 20. Still have 10 horses on the sticker. They counted it right to fun for the other 79. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'm just cutting some fool with y'all. I'm just cutting some fool. We're lucky we can even use gasoline anymore. Y'all need to open up the swan season up there, buddy. Good Lord. That's what you need to do. You open up the swan season up there. Mm, that would be some fun. Just get a boat like mine and put a beaver tail. I am. I'm well. That's the thing, dude. I don't want to. I don't want to get two boats up there. Um, you can shoot. Yeah, you gotta get a permit, don't you? You gotta get on the lottery system. Isn't it lottery in North Dakota as well? Um, but that's the problem. I don't want to take two boats up there. I just want to take one that I can put a small motor on and then be able to take it off. Put Mark J in a mud boat without a plug or mud so he can learn about boats. Oh, goodness. And I think that's still that stealth is lottery. Yes, yeah. I think that's stealth. That stealth 2000, the beaver tail stealth 2000. Will a 10 horsepower cowling fit a 20 horsepower motor? Uh, I maybe on a traditional outboard, but if I'm taking any motor up there, I'm going to be bringing a mud motor, either a long tail or a short tail mud motor. Mark says, "Yep, got to have a swan tag." Yep. But if I bring a boat up there, it's gonna have a mud motor, and I can go with a. I mean, it doesn't, and I don't need a big one. I mean, I'm cutting full with the 10. The reason I was talking about the 10 is if you actually went and got a boat blind, an actual what they call a boat blind, not a blind on a boat, but a boat blind. Um, yeah, you'd have to leave about 30 minutes before you wanted to be there to get to where you're going with just a 10 horse motor. But a regular boat, a sneak boat style boat, or an aluminum like what Cody's got, longtail 10, you know, a 6.5, 7.5 would work. I just don't want to carry two boats up there. I don't want to have a boat with just for a motor, and then have another boat to just to paddle in. I'd want one boat where I can do both in. Just pull the motor off. And a small trailer, just a itty bitty trailer, just to make transport a whole lot easier. What else? Mark, has my dad been bothering you about what's going on this Saturday? He keeps calling me. If you talk to Mark, if you talk to Mark, if you talk to Mark, I'm like, no, not the last couple days. Man's deer hunting. Oh. Technically, you only need a tag if you get checked. That's right. That is right. You're right about that. Oh. What else, guys? I'm about ready. I'm about ready to call it a night here in a few minutes. I'm getting tired. Need to get my beauty sleep, as y'all can tell. Gotta start getting I got everything put together. I got everything I need. Everything is ready to go. Everything is ready to go. Just gotta load it up. I thought about that while I was up there. Oh goodness. What else, guys? What else? All right, guys. Well, listen, I appreciate y'all coming in. I really do. I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to start doing these, getting back to it um, every Monday night from now on till the season ends. For 45 minutes to an hour, maybe go over just a little bit, but um, the duck season's here. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of things to discuss and chat about and have fun about. So we're gonna start doing that again. Um, so with that said, I appreciate y'all coming in tonight. Again, the In the Blind is brought to y'all by Salt Creek Custom Ammunition, True Lock Choke Tubes, and Biscuit Built 3D. Go check them out if you're looking for ammo, choke tubes, or Biscuit Built's new swimmer decoy. Mine's over. Oh no, it ain't. Well, it's over where you're at, but we got Louisiana, dude. Come on now, we got to go to Louisiana this year. So anyway, guys, y'all have a great night. Y'all take care of yourselves, and we'll probably have a little special um, next Monday night, right after the season opener here, and for Thanksgiving, right before Thanksgiving. So we'll have a little something going on here. So y'all come and see me next Monday night. Anyway, y'all take care, and we'll see y'all next time on Daddy Duck 365. Y'all have a great night.